Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to finalize the control structure. Uh, Along with the control structure, we are going to describe the some of the assignment operators and some of the increment and decrement operators in this lecture. So initially, we are going to start by increment decrement operator, and then we have to extend the lecture by assignment operators, right? Finally, in this presentation, we have to conclude the control structures, loops, and some programming concepts are given here in this presentation. Increment operator plus plus. It has the two version plus plus and minus minus, and it can be written as a prefix or as a suffix. Prefix means before the variable and suffix means after the variable. So we have the two options. Either we can use before a variable or we can use after a variable. The syntax is what? Syntax is counter plus plus. Counter is a variable, integer variable, and counter plus plus will do what? It will increase the value of counter by 1. If the current value of counter is 5, then after passing this statement, the value of counter becomes 6. And here the plus plus is written as postfix, or um, as a post operator. Post means बाद में. Counter plus plus में plus plus as a suffix we are using, right? It is same as counter is equal to counter plus 1. I used counter is equal to counter plus 1, or we can write down I is equal to I plus 1. So I is equal to I plus 1 can be written as plus plus I as a prefix, or it can be written as I plus plus as suffix. So both are correct, but both have different effect. The value will be increased by 1 in the both cases, but it has a different effect in output. Prefix and postfix, both versions are available. Now similarly, minus minus, and minus minus, counter minus minus is equivalent to I is equal to I minus 1. It can also be written as I minus minus as suffix, or we can write down as minus minus I as prefix. Both have the same work, less 1 from the current value of I. So it is same as counter is equal to counter plus 1. Suppose the value of counter is an integer variable. Suppose the value of counter is 5. When I use this statement counter minus minus, then the value of counter will be decreased by 1, and it will have, after passing the statement, will have 4. Means 1 reduced, the current value will be reduced by 1. These two are basically known as decrement and increment operator. So what is the effect of pre and post? If we are, this is the example of post increment. Post means बाद में, operator is after the variable, and pre means before the variable. The plus plus or the operator. You should have to write down plus plus without any space. If you put plus plus, this will be an error. So you must have to write down the plus plus with the connected without any space. So here we have a pre-increment. Pre-increment is what? Pre-increment is plus plus x. The value of x will be increased by 1 after taking, before taking part into any statement. Here the value of x will be increased by 1 after taking the part into the current statement. So the current statement is what? Another example we have here. Count C out and x. So the value of 10 and it shows 1 increased by the C out. X plus plus will increase the value 1, then 11 will be represented. In the same way, the output will be same in the both of these cases. But we have a different output in the followings. Now you observe y is equal to 10. We see out y and L. See out y, the value 10 will be represented. Now see out y plus plus. Here, two statements are there. One is the C out, another is y plus plus. Y plus plus does what? It will increase the value of y by 1. But firstly, the value printed, then after then it increased. So the output will be what? Output will be 10. The output of the first line is what? It is 10. The output of second line is what? It is 10. It is not 11. Because firstly, the value of y will be printed, then it is increased by 1. Just after passing the statement number 2, the value in the memory increased by 1. So that value becomes 11. So after passing this statement, the value becomes 11. Here, the two statements are there. One is the C out, which will print the value of y, and we have a pre-increment. Pre-increment means what? Before printing the value of y, it is increased by 1. So after passing the last statement, the value was 11, and before printing the value of y, one value is also increased here. So what will be the current value of y? The current value of y will be 12. If the current value of y is 12, then we have y minus minus C out, but it is post. Post means what? Post means one value will be decreased after printing. So printing will be do 1 and then decreased by 1. So it is 12. 12 is printed on the screen, and then one value will be reduced. After reducing the value, again we have a C out. In this C out, one value will be decreased by 1 firstly, then printed. So it will now again 10. So 10 will be printed. And finally the 10 will be printed. So I am showing you the output. The output will be what? Output will be this. So you can see, you can observe the y is 10, y is printed. Then y plus plus and C out. It is post, means adding post before adding print. So before adding the value of y is 10, so 10 is printed, and just passing this statement, the value increased. Just after printing, the value increased. The value becomes what? Value become 11. When it comes here, it has two tasks. One is increment, other is C out. So which one will do first? So because it is a pre, first adding, then printing. So the value after passing was 11. Here the increase by 1 means 12. 12 will be printed. Again 12 will be printed. And we have 10 and we have 10. So this is the output of this statement. In this statement, the value of y, a teacher variable is declared and value y 10 is assigned. So this is the same statement. If after execution, this statement y is decreased. So initially the value of y is created and 10 is assigned to the y. After assignment, nothing is printed on the screen. Y is decreased by 1, so it will becomes 9. Just after assignment, it will decrease by 1, the value become 9. Then in this statement, the value of y will be printed. The right time, the value of y is 9, the 9 will be shown in the first line. Here y is decreased, but decreased after printing. So firstly, the value of 9 is printed and then decreased by 1. So it shows 9 here, and after showing the 9, it will becomes 8. When it comes here, Cout plus y. So firstly, one added in y and then printed. So 8 is 8, 8 plus 1, 9. Firstly added and then print 9. So here we have 9, here we have 9, here we have 9, and lastly what? It is 9. And lastly we have to print 9. So the output of all of these lines is 9. So you can see that the output will be 9. Now in this statement, two variables are declared. One is y and it is assigned to the 5. Another variable is declared, it is x, and 6 is there. Y minus minus, just after assigning the y is decreased, so it has 4. Just after 4, the value of y is shown. The value of y is what? The value of y is 4. The output will be 4 here. After this line, the output will be 4. Then it is a statement which has 4 contents. One is Cout, then y plus, y minus minus, post decrement, then a plus, then minus minus x, decrement, pre-decrement, not minus minus, it is plus plus, sorry. It is x plus plus. The value of y will be decreased by 1 and the values of x will be increased by 1, but both of these adding and subtraction will be due after adding the current values of y or the current value of x. Current value of y is 4, current value of x is 6. So here it will use 4 plus 6. It is 10. 10 will be printed in this output. Just crossing this printing of 10, x is increased by 1 and y is decreased by 1. So it will becomes 3 and it will becomes 4, 7. Now again, a Cout statement is there. It has 3 components. One is plus y.
Hello.
And other is minus x. It will decrease by 1. Both of the increment and decrement are pre. So adding will be take place later on. Firstly, the value of y is increased. It will becomes 4. And the value of x decreased. It will become 6. Now the new values will be added. So add this plus will take place later on this pre-increment and pre-decrement. Now again it is 10. So in the same way, the values of all of these 3 statements will be 10, and finally it will shows x is equal to and y is equal to, the current values will be shown here in the last 2 statement along with the 2 labels. This is label, y is equal to is a label, x is equal to 2 is a label. Label will be shown as it is on the screen. So these are the output. Here the 4 is printed, the 10 is printed, the 10 is printed, the 10 is printed, the y is 4 and x is 6. So this is the output of this line. Compound assignment operators, these are 4 in nature. And what these are equal to how these are stated into the commands operator. This operator is either plus, minus, multiply, divide, and an equal to sign. And you have to, without any space, you have to write down. Like suppose you are writing x plus equal y. So the name of the operator is plus equal, minus equal, multiply equal, and percent equal. Divide equal and percent equal. Divide equal and percent equal. So these are 5 in nature: plus equal, minus equal, multiply equal, slash equal, or percent equal. So this is the writing format. If we are writing x plus equal y, the actual statement is x is equal x plus y. Achha, if we are writing x minus equal y, so this is equal to x is equal to x minus y. If we are writing y multiply equal z, so it is equal to y is equal to y multiplied by z. The value of y will be multiplied by z and the new value will be stored in y. And you must have to write down the semicolon after each statement. So this is necessary. After each statement, you must have to write down. So what if the value of y is 6 and the value of z is 2? Then y multiply equals z or y is equal to y. Any one of them you can write down, either this or this. So 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. 12 will be assigned to the y. So now 6 is eliminated and 12 will be stored in that, right? So these are the formats for writing these compound assignment operators. And plus equal counter plus equal 3. Counter plus equal 3 means what? Counter is equal to counter plus 3. So both are equivalent. Either you can write down in this way. Counter is an integer variable. You must have to define the counter variable before using this command. Plus equal means what? Plus equal means counter is equal to counter plus 3. Here counter is a variable, integer type variable. Now minus equal counter minus equal 5 is same as counter is equal to counter minus 5. The 5 is decreased from the counter. Now similarly you can use multiply equal and divide equal. Last one we have a percent equal. Percent equal will give you the remainder. It is a remainder operator. So it will give you x percent 2, x is divided by 2, then remainder will be assigned to the variable x. So these are called compound assignment operators. Now I have to describe the conclusion of this presentation by describing the looping statements. Achha, if we want to add 10 numbers, these are not 9 numbers, these are 10 numbers. If you want to add 10 numbers, first 10 natural numbers, this is called first 10 natural numbers. First 10 natural numbers you have to add. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 10, 55 will be the answer. This program will do that. In 10, achha, it is not fixed because it is an updated version. So you have to just put the value of n as 10. When it asks for n, just enter 10. How many numbers? 10. Sum is equal to 0. A variable sum is declared and the value of sum is 0. A variable I is declared and it's blank at the time of declaration, but when the for loop is started, the value initialized to 1. So what is n? N is 10. If you want to find out the sum of 10 numbers, just put 10 as a n. Now, if I is less than n, I is 1, n is 10, 1 is less than 10, yes, it comes in and sum and I will be added. Currently, the value of sum is 0 and currently the value of I is 1. So 1 and 0 will be added and it is stored in sum. So the value of sum becomes 1. The new value of sum will be 1. Then it comes to the bracket and move to the plus plus I. Plus plus I will increase the value of I. It will 2. Then sum and I will be added. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2 will be added, and the answer will be 3. So we will have 3 here. Then it is increased by 1. It will be 3. 3 plus 3 becomes 6. Then it will be increased by 1. 6 plus 4 becomes 10. In the same way, it adds the numbers, and final answer after completing the loop is 55. At the line where we have C out, 55 will be printed in the last statement. So this program is do total of all numbers within a loop. So this will do what? A total of all numbers within a loop will be calculated, and finally it is printed on the screen. Now the syntax of for is what? One is the initialization statement, semicolon. Then we have a for expression. This is a conditional expression. The value of this expression should be true or false. Then we have post expression. Post expression means we have either increment or decrement. We can use pre-decrement or post decrement, both we can use. As an example, we have declared int I is equal to 0, then I is less than 3, plus I, and L. I is first value will be, because C out is within the loop, so 0 will be printed, then 1 will be printed, and 2 will be printed, but 3 will not be printed. Acha, nahin, 0 will not be printed. 0 will be printed because this plus I comes after completing one cycle of loop. So for is outside the initialization, is outside the statement. Condition is tested again and again. If the condition is true, body of the loop. Then we have post expression. Post expression is what? I plus plus or I minus minus. Then it comes again to the for expression, means condition is checked again. If it is again true, if it is false, then goes out. So you can see the cycle. The cycle is there, and every time we are in the loop, if the condition is true, if the condition is false, then it takes outside the loop. This is the flow chart of for. Now you can see int I is equal to 0, the value of I becomes 0. Then condition is tested. So you can observe the red line. Int I is equal to 0. This is the first time it is executed. A variable is declared in memory and 0 is stored on that. Then condition is tested. So you can see I is less than 3, 0 is less than 3. Yes, 0 is less than 3. It comes inside the loop. I is I. The value I is 0 printed because the value in memory is 0. Then at this bracket, it goes to the plus I. Now, plus I will do what? The bracket. When bracket executed, it goes out to the plus I. 1 is increased in the I. So now you can see the new value by this plus I becomes what? It will be 1. After 1 is less than 3, yes, it is less than 3. It's come again here, and I is 1. It will be printed I is 0, I is 1. Now is on the screen, I have 2 lines. Then at the bracket, it goes to the plus I. So you can see plus I. The value of I is increased. Now the value of I is 2. And 2 is less than 3. Yes. One more statement will be printed at I is 2. So you can see that the I is 2. The value of I is 2. And when it goes to the bracket, and it switched to the plus I, the value of I becomes 3. Now the value of I is 3, and it check the condition. 3 is less than 3. No, 3 is not less than 3. It goes out. And one thing is shown on the screen, all done. The all done will be printed on the screen. That will be the end of this output. Now the sum of 10 is calculated. So initially the x is 0, I is 0, I is less than equal to 10, I plus plus, x is equal to x plus I. The x is equal to x plus I will do what? It will accumulate the values of I into the variable x. So while expression, then we have at the end 55 will be printed in this statement. The same program is executed, sum of 10 natural numbers. I fix the value of n as 10. A variable sum is declared and initialized to 0. A variable j is declared but not initialized because it is initialized and j is equal to 0. Then sum is equal to sum plus j. Sum is equal to sum plus j can also be written as sum plus equal j. We can write down this as sum is equal to sum plus j, or we can write down it as sum plus equal j. Both are equivalent. So both we can write down. Now I am going to execute and compile. Compile. You can see error 0, warning 0 means it is compiled successfully. Now I am going to run, execute, run. What will be the output? Output is only 55, right? Output is, if I want to see the each value of I and then total of all values of I will be printed in the form of a column, and then finally I want to print the total. So I will write down one more statement here, and that statement is what? That statement is cout I and NL. I and NL and semicolon. What it does? It does value of I in a loop. So if I run this program, then in a loop, the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will be printed, and finally 55 at the bottom. So you can see I'm going to execute and compile this. I was not declared okay. I was not declared is what it was J, not I. So we have to change it. It is J, not I. So J, the value of J is printed every time. Now you can see no error, no warning, and run, execute, run. So now you can see the all values of I along with, now this is the output 0, 1, 2, 3, 10, and 55 is the total. So if you want to see the all values which are added, so you can put cout inside the loop. If you don't want to see the all values of I, so you can skip the cout within the loop.